Yo, what is going on, everybody? Executives here, coming at you with a 6.2 Affliction Warlock guide. In this guide, I'll be covering everything from DPS to glyphs, rotation, talents, everything you need to know to do the most damage in a PvP situation. Alright, first I'm going to start off with my gear. Now, you always want to stack haste. That's your biggest priority. I have everything enchanted with haste, including my weapon Mark of War Song, which increases my haste. Alright, next I'm going to go on to talents here. Now, this is more of a PvE build. The ideal talents for a PvP build would be this. These are my PvP talents. So you want to go with Harvest Life, increases the healing of drain life by 100%. Shadow Fury is a stun. Soul Link, damage reduced by 20%. Blood Horror is a fear if a melee hits you. Grimoire of Supremacy is the best. Archimonde's Darkness and Soulburn Haunt. For glyphs, I have Glyph of Eternal Resolve. This is a must. This decreases your damage taken by 10% permanently. So that plus Soul Link equals 30% less damage you're taking all the time. I have Glyph of Unstable Affliction, reduces the cast time of Unstable Affliction, and then the third glyph, it could be whatever. Glyph of Siphon Life, Glyph of Drain Life is also really good. And Glyph of Healthstone is good as well. Alright, so first thing you want to do is when you summon an Observer, this allows you to have a spell lock on the target, interrupt healers and or casters. Then we're going to open with an Unstable Affliction, Agony Corruption, then we're going to Soulburn Haunt. So UA, Agony Corruption, Soulburn Haunt, and then spam Drain Soul. Now I have an add-on here called Rogue Power Bars that tracks my dots on the target, which is very helpful, and I also have tidy plates or plate buffs to show it above the target so I know when to reapply those dots. For big cooldowns, you have your Dark Soul Misery plus your PvP Trinket. So pop that when you're just dotting everything up. That's the main thing you want to do as an Affliction Warlock. Is every single target you see, you just want to put your full dots, including a haunt to increase the damage over time effects by 20%. And then you're running around, you're kiting in the PvP arena. You have your Demonic Circle teleport. You also have your Shadow Fury for stun. You have your Blood Horror for an instant fear, and if you're in a random battleground or something, you have your Abyssal that you can use. Other things to keep in mind, you have a soul or a health stone, so it's always good to create a soul stone at the beginning of a match. And if your pet is dying, you do have health funnel, and with the glyph, it is instant. So I instantly restore 33k to my pet. If you're running with Dark Regeneration, you can use that as a good defensive. And that should be just about everything. You also have your Demonic Gateway, which is very good. You want to place at the beginning of a match. Yeah. Now, one other thing I want to talk about are target equals focus macros. So I have a target equals focus fear macro. It's basically hashtag show tooltip fear and then /cast in brackets target equals focus fear. So this allows me to fear the healer. Like, let's say I'm targeting the DPS over here and I'm doing damage to the DPS. I can fear the healer without having to target it. So that's your target equals focus macro for your fear. You also can spam Drain Life. Now this heals a butt ton if you have it glyphed and talented. It heals for a lot. So that's always helpful. Make sure you guys are always using Shadow Fury when it's off cooldown, and spamming fears on all targets, as well as keeping Unstable Affliction up on all targets, because if it's dispelled by a healer, they're silenced for 4 seconds, and they take a decent amount of damage. That's about it for the guide. If you guys have any questions or comments, leave them in the comment section below, and I'll be sure to answer them. One more thing is, you guys have your Optical Blast. This is good. You need a target equals focus macro for this as well. It's just command demon and then /cast target equals focus command demon, so I can interrupt the healer while I'm still targeting the DPS over here. Another thing to keep in mind is that your pet does steal one beneficial magic effect from the enemy. So if the enemy has like a rejuvenation on it, your pet will steal this automatically every 15 seconds. So that's very helpful. It will steal Blessing of Protection. It will steal a bop, which is very cool. Now, one last thing is that Soul Burn. When you Soul Burn, it increases, or it doesn't increase. All these abilities that are highlighted, it does something different. So for my Demonic Gateway, it gives me freedom for 6 seconds. I have a movement speed increased by 50% for 7 seconds, and then I cannot be slowed, but it can be spell stolen by a mage. If I Soul Burn, I can instantly summon a new demon, and if I Soul Burn Haunt, that gives me 20% more. I think gives me 20% more spell power for the next 30 seconds. So that's why you always want to Soul Burn Haunt at the beginning of a fight, so all your dots are just doing full damage. Thank you guys so much for watching. This was a nice short basic guide. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.